Dear students, today we are going to learn how we are able to measure high currents and high voltage using a galvanometer. In fact, we convert it into a voltmeter to measure high voltage and ammeter into measure high currents. Because in fact, when we detect the current by a galvanometer, the galvanometer can detect or tolerate very low amount of current flowing through it, because it has that limited capacity to for which it shows the full deflection. For a very small current flowing through the galvanometer, the needle of the galvanometer shows full deflection. So at most we can measure few microamperes with the galvanometer, which is not practical at all. So today we will learn that how a galvanometer is converted into ammeter of desired range, say for example of range capable of measuring 0 to capital I current. What we do is we attach a shunt to the galvanometer. This is our galvanometer, its resistance is capital G, we have assumed, and Ig is the maximum current, maximum safe current for the galvanometer. It means that when Ig current is allowed to pass through the galvanometer, the needle shows full deflection, and if we increase the current beyond that, the needle will break down. So that is called a maximum safe current for the galvanometer. And if a galvanometer is to be converted into ammeter of desired range, means which is capable of measuring current from 0 to I ampere, then we attach some resistance, low resistance, in parallel to the galvanometer. Why we do this? We do this to ensure that the excess amount of the additional amount of current received by the setup from the external source is distributed in such a manner that again only Ig current flows through the galvanometer. This is our galvanometer. If I current is drawn from a system, then only a part, Ig part of that current is allowed to is flowing through the galvanometer. So again galvanometer remains safe, but the remaining part of the current drawn from the external source is able to flow through the shunt, low resistance. And so that way galvanometer will show full deflection when I current is received from the setup, and therefore galvanometer remains safe and still it is capable of measuring the high current I, and therefore this system, this setup is known as ammeter. Now what should be the value of shunt? You see from the diagram, you see the voltage potential drop across the galvanometer must be equal to potential drop across the shunt S, and potential drop you know is equal to V is equal to IR. We have the formula, therefore we can write Ig into capital G, potential drop across the galvanometer, must be equal to potential drop across the shunt. And since I is the total current drawn and Ig is made to flow through the galvanometer, so the remaining current I minus Ig will flow through the shunt, and therefore we have I minus Ig into S is equal to Ig into G, because potential drop across galvanometer must be equal to potential drop across the shunt. On having this relation, we can have the value of shunt, which is to be attached to the galvanometer such that maximum current I could be measured is found. Value of shunt will be Ig into G. We know the value of maximum safe current for the galvanometer and the resistance of the galvanometer capital G, and the maximum current to be measured by this device is known to us. We have designed it like this, and so on putting these values over there in this relation, we find the value of shunt, which is to be attached to the galvanometer such that it is enabled to measure the I current for a range 0 to I. So here you see one thing is very remarkable, that shunt value is always less than capital G, as maximum safe current is always less than maximum current to be measured by the ammeter. So this is very interesting. Now we convert a galvanometer into voltmeter by attaching a high resistance in series to the galvanometer. This is our galvanometer having a resistance capital G, and a high resistance is attached to the galvanometer in series. So if we want to measure a range of voltage from 0 to V voltage, and say the maximum voltage is applied, when maximum voltage V, the desired range, maximum value of the desired range is applied across the setup, we assume that again Ig current flows through the combination of resistance and galvanometer. Now why we assume that? Because if the current is more than Ig, that is maximum safe current, the galvanometer coil, the needle of the galvanometer will be destroyed. And for this Ig, we must make sure that the potential drop across this resistance and galvanometer together is equal to the applied voltage V. So we have applied voltage V, the maximum range of voltage to be measured, is equal to potential drop across resistance in series to the galvanometer, that is Ig into R plus Ig into capital G. And from this we have capital R, that is the maximum resistance which is to be attached to the galvanometer, which enables it to measure the voltage, maximum voltage up to V voltage. So we have R is equal to V, the desired range we know, we can put the value, we know the maximum safe current of the galvanometer, we know the resistance of the galvanometer, and then therefore on putting this value we can find the resistance which is to be attached in series with the galvanometers, which enables it to measure the voltage of range 0 to V voltage, and this setup is known as voltmeter, and the range will be 0 to V. So now you have understood, I believe, that galvanometer is the original device which is being converted into ammeter or into voltmeter to serve a special purpose. Otherwise the basic device is our galvanometer. Thank you and have a nice day.